look at the person. You've got to look at how their rhythm of how they've started negotiating, because always remember there's going to be a heightened sense of emotion at some point. And if that's not handled right, it could all fall down. Okay, so it's like, can we get a scenario? 3 people, 4 people?
Or do you want to sort of role play kind of thing?
Well, sort of role play. If we build a scenario, let's say you've got 4 offers on a property.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to understand if it's a price guide enough, it's an auction price guide, there's so many different scenarios.
Multiple offers, I would suggest, would be not auction. It would probably be private treaty, but with multiple people wanting to buy the property.
Okay, let's just talk about one I had now. So 800 to 850 went on the market. 4 offers on it. 830, 832, 850, something else. Or another guy that would have offered 850, but I told him not to for the moment. I needed to understand where everything was at. So that's what I mean. You've got to stay in control of this thing. Just because people are throwing offers at you, sometimes you just need to say, just stop for a minute. I need to understand where everybody is. Because you need to make clear decisions. I changed the price guide to 850 to 900 straight away. And I went back to every single person and said, there's 4 people. I'm always transparent with people. There's 4 people on it. At the moment, the current interest is around 850. It looks like it's going to sell for more than that, because it's really hard to negotiate higher if people think you're just driving them there. So I changed it on the net as well. And I said, this is the range that we'll be dealing with now. And whatever the competition brings, it'll probably be at the top of that range. Are you in or out? I want to understand where's their emotion on this thing. So 2 people dropped off. I was left with 2 people. And I've just got a third now, another one. So I've just got an offer text to me at 870,000. Just now, unconditional offer 870, just before I came to this webinar.
Wow.
And the other 2 people, I said to one of the guys yesterday, and now when you say things to people, you've got to be sure that you're not going to lose them. Like you have to be sure. That's why space is important. This has been going for 3 days. I could have tried to wrap it up on the first day, but I felt the outcome is never good when it happens too quick. All right, so I've sort of allowed everybody to sort of breathe a bit. And with that breathing space, you'll find that people will either naturally get heightened, more in, or they'll drop off. You'll see it happen. And then you're in control. She's asking this question. Was it Michelle?
Rebecca.
Sorry, Rebecca. Michael was the last person. Rebecca's asking this because it's hard to handle. It's like it creates anxiety. It creates unhappy people if it's not handled right. And it shouldn't do that. Yes, it does happen, but it shouldn't do it. That's why you need to keep the control with you. When there's too much going on, you lose control, and it's like it becomes an unpleasant experience. So that's why she's asking. So if you just look at that scenario there, I could have kept negotiating past 850, but what happens then is it brings uncertainty to the buyers. They feel like you're just trying to guide it, like play each person off the other. Whereas when I change the price guide, it's clear. It's like not myself taking it anywhere, but I would say to them, look, this is the range it's going to be in now. Are you in or are you out? Because I want to understand where's their emotion at this point. So that would be the first thing that I would say. Then you pick your 2 top buyers, and automatically I would say to them, I think it's going to end up at the top of this range. How do you feel about it? Yes, no?
Cool. Yep. I'm in. So we're role playing now. I'm in.
I feel it's going to be at the top of this range.
Yeah, no, I'm in. Yeah, or whatever. Yep.
Now, mind you, it's at 850, so that was the top of the last range. How would you feel as a buyer, Twids? So I feel it's going to be at the top of this range.
Yeah, no, well, we're in. Yeah, we're in. Yeah.
Okay,
what's it gonna take, Matt? You know, just be straight with me. What's it gonna take? Because that's the question.
Okay, cool. I was just about to say to you, Twids, if it got to 900, are you in or are you out?
Jesus, mate. I'm gonna have to talk to the missus. What's the deadline?
No deadline. I've just got to get a sense of where everybody's at. One, to let you know, but also to let the owners know so they can have some clarity around their decision making.
So if we'll keep us in.
Yeah. Okay. So right there, I got a buyer at 900. I haven't asked them for an offer, but I've got a buyer at 900. Now I just need to get a sense of where the other person's at. And this is the danger with multiple offers. If you just bounce them off each other and don't manage it like that, you could end up at 871, but you've got a buyer that would have paid 900. So right now, I have a buyer that will pay 890, and the other buyer's pulled up at 870. But if I just bounce offers backwards and forwards between them, without, I could keep pretending if I was, if I had no integrity. But just by asking the right questions early, not in the heat of negotiation, earlier, then I can get a sense of where everybody's at emotionally.
Yeah.
Then you can make some clear decisions.
And so let's play devil's advocate. Let's say I wasn't so in love with it, and I said, "Nah, Matt, at 860, mate, any more than 860, we're out."
So if it got to 870, just keep you out of the loop?
Yeah, keep us out.
For sure?
Yep.
Okay, great. Now I know where you're at emotionally.
Yeah.
Okay, but I would have the same conversations with the other buyers. So if I've got 3 or 4 buyers, and here's the thing, you've just said to me at 900, it's like chess, it's the same. Yeah. I've got to know where all the things are ahead of time to make the right moves. You said to me 900, I go have a conversation with the other buyer as well. If it gets to 900, are you in or out? I'm not saying I've got another buyer or anything. If it gets to that, are you in or out? If another buyer says yes, I'm definitely in. I would, and you guys are the 2 standouts, I would come back to you, both of you immediately and say, I've got some interest at 900. It looks like it's going to go beyond that. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, okay. Can't be much more than that, mate, or I'm out.
Yeah, see, now I can get a sense of where's your emotional cutoff happening and I can make some decisions around it. Yeah? Do you see what I mean? I'm not saying this or that. I'm building a picture. You have to build a picture as a great negotiator so you can inform people, guide people. And you're not getting offside with me. I'm sort of saying, look, this is where I think. This is how it's looking. And it feels like I'm guiding you. I'm not telling you, I've got an offer of 895. Oh, sorry about that now. I've got an offer of 897. Oh, sorry about that. It's just, that's how you handle it, and it's going to end up in a mess.
Well, and in some states, that's going to end up in court, because in some states, that's illegal. That it has to be, you're not allowed to say, Matt, I got 895. You're going to give me 900. That's what auction's for. And in private treaty, in some states, you're not allowed to do that. Hey, I'm glad you liked that little excerpt, that little mini lesson from the Real Estate Experts podcast. What you want to do, though, is find the main podcast, whether that's at your favorite podcast catcher, to find episodes, full episodes, not only of this interview, but of other amazing paid quality trainings that we bring to you each and every week. So find realestaterenegades.com.au, which will lead you to all of your favorite podcast catchers. Or just do a quick Google search. I'm sure you'll find it. Look forward to the next lesson that we bring you here at Real Estate Renegades. Bye for now.